I was just thinking, what if? Which is one of my favourite pastimes. I was thinking, what if there was a knock at the door and it was the police interviewing me about a murder of someone I knew? I'm Stephen B. King. I write crime and thrillers set in Perth in Western Australia, and this book is called DOMIN8. DOMIN8 is a story about a 50-year-old man whose children have moved out, his wife has lost her sense of intimacy, and he discovers chat rooms, online dating, and things of that nature. He is a sex addict. He absolutely is a sex addict. He begins to meet women when one night there's a knock on the door and it's the police come to interview him about a murder, and he is the prime suspect because he was the last person to see her alive. Although he has an alibi for it. Then when there's a third one, he is in real trouble. He's arrested for murder, and now he has to fight to clear his name. It is a subject that fascinates me, infidelity. It's the temptation that fascinates me. Why do some people take that temptation and ignore it? And why do some people get into all sorts of trouble? I think any 50 to 60-year-old man could find themselves getting into, not for one moment imagining what the consequences are that he unleashes. The BDSM is a part of the story, but it is only a vehicle to tell the story of Dave and how he became the way that he did, and what happens to him when he is the prime suspect for several murders, and how does he get out of that, and how do the police find the real killer if they believe it's Dave. My first publisher, when I presented DOMIN8 to them, immediately thought that it should be part of a series because the character was such a good, strong character. Detective Sam Collins, he starts off as a bit of a... he's not necessarily the main character, but he becomes the main character. He's not the lead policeman, but he becomes a very, very important person because he believes Dave. He believes Dave is innocent when everyone else in the world thinks he's guilty. This is very much whodunit. The killer is known to Dave because the killer is framing Dave for these murders. That's his challenge, to find out who dislikes him enough to not only murder his playmates, but set him up to take the fall for it. Someone out there hates Dave Barnden and wants him punished in the worst possible way. You can find DOMIN8 and my other books on my website or on Amazon.com or Audible.